Hey guys, and welcome back to AzuruPlays Layton's Mystery Journey. We're going to start off our episode as always with the daily puzzle, and then we're going to jump into inspecting the projection reel. The area is delimited by a thick line are kingdoms. Make one knight from each kingdom into a ruler for the others. It's quite simple for a knight to become a king. Just select him again, he'll turn back into knight once more. Each kingdom must exactly have one king. There must also be no two kings or two knights in a row, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, unless separated by one or more empty spaces. Let me see. Okay. I see, okay, fine. Once you've appointed your kings, plus the plus or submit button, any kingdoms in breach of terms will be coloured in embarrassing red, but you'll have a chance to put things right, don't you worry. Okay, so he's saying that every role can't have a king, should have a king, right? Should have a king of a certain colour. Why is this guy? Oh, they were all... Okay, they must all have a... Are you going to tell me instructions again? There you go. The area is delimited by a thick line of kingdoms. Make one knight from each kingdom into a ruler for the others. Quite simple for a knight to get fine. Each kingdom must exactly have one king. There must not be more than two kings or two knights in a row, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, unless separated by one or more empty spaces. So that's wrong. So that's one. Hold on. Can I just turn you all back? Because you're like killing my vibe. Let's start. I like starting from the top. So, assuming that this is the first one, that's separated by one space. So therefore, that also works. Could be one of those. This has to have one. And there can't be two or more knights in a row, right? So therefore, we need like a knight. Well, it has to be separated by an empty space. Yeah. Separated by an empty space. There must also be more than two knights or kings in a row. I'm assuming it's something like this. Oh, but every kingdom has to have a knight. Oh god. Alright. So that's 1, 2. That's 1, 2. That's 1, 2 in space. I don't fully understand, but fine. This one has to be on, this one has to be on. See, that doesn't work out. But they're saying that each kingdom must have a ruler. That's exactly one king. There also must be no more than two kings or two knights in a row. Horizontally, vertically, okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I guess that's fine. This one has to be a king. Something around here is dodge. Something here doesn't add up. That's fine too. That's 1, 2. 1 and 2. I don't know if that works out, but
I have a feeling that perhaps. Thank goodness
nice.
I got that right.
That was more challenging than the previous ones. Very nice, so at least we've progressed on there. now we shall go and see what she says first. Now then, what we know about the criminal so far tells us mainly that we can do without so-called private detectives interfering in our investigation. You're in the way, Catriel. Okay, so I want to do this. We want to go here, right? The projection box. It's very olden days kind of thing. I don't even know if we use projection boxes or if it's like on a... How does the cinema even work? I know that they have the little projection thing, but it must be coming from somewhere else, like a computerized kind of version. So this is what the inside of a projection box looks like. What a lot of machinery. Excuse me, authorized personnel only in here, please. I'll have to ask you to leave. I wonder what this machine does. Stop! Don't touch Albertina! Albertina? Yes, Albertina. She's brand new. If you touch her, you could put her totally out of alignment. She's very cranky. Not like old Rosalind next to her there. She's very much better behaved. Bulletproof, she is. Albertina is delicate. Why does he look like a Simpsons character, like from Futurama? Uh-oh, wacko alert. This nutjob's named all of his equipment. Albertina, Rosalind, what lovely names you've come up for your machines. Don't touch, please. I'm gonna have to insist that you leave now. It's alright, Mr. Barone gave us permission to investigate in here. Investigate? Sorry, I should have introduced myself. I'm Catriel Layton of the Layton Detective Agency. These are my assistants, Ernest and Shell. We're investigating the disappearance of the final scene of No Sub for Love. Would you mind telling us who you are? I presume you're a member of the technical staff here at the theatre. Oh yes, I'm Seymour Famous. I'm the Savoy's projectionist. I see. And what do you do? Well, the projectionist is responsible for setting up the film and controlling the equipment during screenings. I must say, it sounds like a rather spiffing job. Just think of all the films you get to see. Don't make light of it. Being a projectionist carries huge responsibilities and demands incredible attention to detail. I have to keep a constant eye on the running of the film, fine-tune all the machines and make sure the projector is in exactly the correct position at all times. There's never any downtime in my job. I have to spot all the motor cues and make sure I'm ready for the real changeovers as well. Golly, it sounds awfully complicated. It is, but I wouldn't have any other job. I'm happy in here, surrounded by my machines, but people always think it's a doodle, and it's not. It sounds like he's more interested in the machines than the films that they're showing. Yes, I think we need to ask Mr. Famous, a few more questions. Okay, first of all though, so is this one Albertina, is it? No, that's Rosalind. Albertina's the one next to her. Oh, I do apologise. Look, it's easy to tell. Albertina's the one with the beautiful curves. Rosalind is the one with the gleaming skin. Barking. Completely barking. Of course, Albertina doesn't always listen to what you tell her, but that's just part of her charm. Is it? I see. Okay, so then that's Rosalind. Oh, something's here. Thank you. There's a lot of film reels here, aren't there? They all look like they've just been cast aside. Oh, those would be famous films of yesteryear. What a treat. This looks more like your desk cat. One touch and the whole tower tumbles. Thank you. There's a parrot in there. There seems to be some kind of storeroom behind this little door. Old film reels, projection equipment, and all sorts of other things that I haven't the foggiest about. Oh no, all this dust is gonna go straight up my muzzle. The song's so nice. One pot of machine polish. This looks like some kind of shopping list. Apart from a thin layer of dust, everything appears to be very neatly arranged. This desk is 100 times taller than yours, Cat. Take notes. This is an editing desk, I suppose for checking the film before it runs through the projectors. The gloves are presumably to stop fingerprints from getting onto the film. This round thing spins if you touch it. Look, haha, fun game. Oh look, Miss Layton, there's a bird in this cage. It's a Millionaire bird, I think. I thought it was a raven at first. Raven mad like someone else in this room. Millionaires are talking birds, aren't they? Yes, that's right. I bet he can say all kinds of things, can't he, Mr. Framers? Yeah, I've taught the mayor quite a few words. Why don't you introduce yourself, Mayor? Come on, say hello. Hello, I'm the mayor. Mayor Minya. Mayor Minya. He really does talk. So what? Minya birds do. Dogs, on the other hand. Now, that's something special. Ooh, I smell jealousy. Would you mind if you tried getting him to say something? Sure, go on ahead. He's pretty sharp. He'll probably talk for you. Oh goody, come along, miss. Let's try it. It'll be such a lark. Wow, incredible. Okay, so before we talk to this guy, let's check out Albertina. Oh, you really look after your machines, don't you, Mr. Framers? They're all gleaming. Of course I do. It's vital to ensure all the equipment in here is in perfect working order every single day. The Catherine sisters over there are no exception. The Catherine sisters? Assistants of yours, are they? Miss, I think they're the names of the film reels. Ah, I see that now. The Catherine reels. What a good name for them. Do you think so? I'm afraid I don't see it. Machines are just like people. They each have their individual personalities. It's really fascinating, you know? Okay, let's talk to the bird first. Go on, Mayor. Hello, how are you? How are you? He's very polite, isn't he? Shal, why don't you try talking to him? Perhaps you're able to understand each other. Can you speak Swahili just because you're human? I only speak dog, alright? Not bird. Really? You never told me that before. You've never told me if you can speak Swahili. The point is, so far I've only met a few humans who can understand what I'm trying to say. Maybe there are some birds or cats out there who will understand me as well, but I've never met any of them if there are. I didn't realise that these were all limitations on what you can and can't do. What a disappointment. Oh sure, I'm such a disappointment. Because a talking dog is so mundane. Oh well, I suppose I'll just have to communicate with the bird myself. So Mayor, did you see the film Thief? Saw the thief, saw the thief. Haha! Jivers, really? Who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Yes, who did it? You did it, you did it! Of course I didn't do it! Didn't do it, didn't do it. Who's the pretty Wally then? Who's the pretty Wally then? Gosh, he even tells jokes. Amazing! Yeah, side splitting. I told you the mayor's very sharp, a genius really. Alright then, Mayor, if you're so sharp you'll understand when I explain what I'll do to you if you make fun of me again. Oh shoot. Call the RSPB, call the RSPB. Miss Layton, he's only a bird, remember? I know he talks like a human, but we really can't treat him like one. Mayor hunger, popcorn, popcorn. Sorry, Mayor, I'm all out of popcorn now. Oh, yes, of course. What is it, miss? Have you cracked it? Have you seen the heart of the case already? No, this is far more important than that. Oh, really? I forgot all about the new durian popcorn I wanted to try. I knew it. We're going here. Our first clue of case 3. Wow, it took us ages to get to the beginning of this. Framer adores his pet Minya bird called the Mayor and it brings it to work with him in a cage. The bird can speak. It's unclear whether it can understand humans. Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Framers, but could you tell us what you were doing before the screening today? If you're expecting me to talk to you, you can help me solve this puzzle first. Go on, bring it over, boo. Let's see what's good. What's good, what's poppin'? Okay. A little girl's favourite toy has been broken. You found all the bits, various chips and wires, but you need to work out where on the circuit board they go in order to fix the toy. Press A and hold A to pick up a component and move it around. Press L and R to rotate the component. Wires can cross each other, but the chips can't have anything running over them, or the toy won't work. What's this? Oh, ooh la la, okay. I see you. Oh, what do you mean? Bro. Bro, please. Are you telling me I can't live my best life like this? What's this? I'm so confused. Okay. What even is this? Is that a thing? Alright. Oh, it's one of these. Okay, hold the phone. Hold the phone. I see. I thought I couldn't put it in a certain place because of how it's shaped. But I think all is well. Is it never gonna fit like that? I'm assuming it has to fit something like this, right? Oh, okay, I see. Okay, saying going off that it looks like something like this, right? Then this goes to her like that. That looks good to me. This can go no. This cannot go like that. That is not good at all. This way? You go here maybe? No. Again, it doesn't cover like that. Okay, so the wires can overlap, but the thing itself cannot. Okay. Something like this. Again, that doesn't work. Then if I move this to somewhere like this, this works fine. Boom.
If you'll entertain my idea here. Thank goodness I got that right.
You did it. Fixing toys like this is a piece of cake to an electronic viz like you, and the little girl is over the moon to have a precious toy working again. Good job, Ernest. Okay, that was pretty impressive. So you'll talk to us now? I'd like to know what you were doing before the screening today. Fine, alright. I was in here, of course, making sure all the machines were in tip-top working order. So you were the one who actually ran the film? Yeah, I was pretty shocked when the last reel suddenly skipped scene. But would you have any idea who might have stolen the kiss scene? No, not really. I mean, I don't really care. It's only a film, for goodness sake. Yes, about that, Mr. Framers. Even though you work in a cinema, you give the impression you don't really like films. Is that right? Obviously, it's the machines that I love. Give me Albertina and Rosalind here over a stupid film any day. Oh, that reminds me. I've got to get Belinda cleaned up. You can't let the spare equipment get dirty just because you're not using it. This chap certainly loves his machines. Okay. First one. You have a machine freak. Okay. So say more. Say more. See more. I hate complicated names. Why can't you just be called Emma and John and Fred? Like, just be simple. Well, I think that concludes our investigation of the projection box, but other than the machine mad Seymour Framers and his pet Menya bird, it's probably Mina bird, but whatever, I'm gonna call it Minya. Nothing seemed to stand out as being unusual. Yes. Gosh, you certainly seem deep in thought, miss. Are you figuring it all out with those little grey cells of yours, as Inspector Hastings called them? I've got it. I know exactly where we need to head to next, without a shadow of doubt. The snack kiosk. Seriously? I refuse to leave without my free popcorn. I can practically see the little kernels of corn popping around inside your head at the moment. Miss, we have to focus on the case. The head of the great Layton Detective Agency, with all its proud history and tradition, can't be distracted by such things. What history and tradition? Cat only just set up the place. Well, alright, but It will have a proud history and tradition in the future if we can just get our heads off popcorn. A long way in the future. As it stands, we have no leads at all. I think we should investigate another part of the theatre. The pop's got a point. Snooping before snacks, come on. Well, if the two of you don't want to come with me, I'll go on my own. Like a dog with a bone as usual. Let's turn our attention back to the case. Presumably there's an editor here as well, wouldn't you think? We should see if we can interview him or her. Quick thinking. Go faster, Pinstripes. So, how do we go about finding the editor? Well, I suppose we could ask Mr. Framers. Pardon me, Mr. Framers. We'd like to talk to whoever was in charge of editing the premiere. You mean Eddie Torrey? He's the editing technician. Rector's famous editing assistant? Yeah, he's the only one. He's one of the most senior members of the Rector's crew. He was here for the screening today. Well, given that it's an editor's job to cut and splice the film, I think we should speak to him. He may well know something about the missing kiss scene. Where can we find him? Good question. I don't know where he disappeared to after the screening. Perhaps he's still in the theatre. Let's go and ask around if anyone's seen him, miss. Alright, as soon as I've got my popcorn, we'll go on a hunt for Mr. Tor. Let it go, Cat. Maybe it'll be quicker in the long run if we just go to the snack kiosk now and get it out of the way. Very well, miss. Very well, miss. You win. Let's head for the kiosk. And in the next episode, we're going to get our durian flavoured popcorn. Honestly, I don't know why the game gives me such difficult names to pronounce. Like, oh my god. But we don't give up. We're still going to try and improve. Because failing isn't a bad thing. It's funny. At least I'm laughing about it. I used to get so sour about not being able to pronounce words. Or people were like mocking me about how to pronounce things. It's way easier reading in your head. Like, it's a lot more challenging. But then again, I hope you guys are enjoying the episodes, and I hope you guys like the Mina Bird and Seymour, and you're enjoying the whole scenario. I'm too busy trying to solve puzzles, to be honest. But puzzle game on, and it will continue in the next episode of Azuru Plays Layton's Mystery Journey.